Hey, welcome back to another Xptical Heli update. It is Saturday morning, and I'm getting ready to go out and fly. I flew last Thursday, earlier this week, Tuesday afternoon, and I was real happy with the way the helicopter was flying. Did some loops and some rolls. Wasn't really planning on it. I was just planning on ringing out the new heli and seeing what shook loose with some basic sport flying, but she was flying so good I ended up doing some loops and some rolls with her, and she held together really well. Towards the end of the day, I developed a little bit of wobble in the tail, and I still don't know why. I still don't know why I'm getting the wobble in the tail, but I tightened some stuff up, and hopefully it'll take care of that. The only real change that I made to the heli in the last since I flew it was, like I said, I was getting a little bit of wobble in the tail, and there was a lot of debate as to what was causing the wobble in the tail. One idea was that the belt drive in the tail was too loose. I've always run my belt drive pretty loose, but they were saying that maybe brand new belt, maybe it's stretching out a little bit or something and causing a little bit of wobble. So I went in to try to do some work on the. I was going to loosen up all the screws and stretch the boom out a little bit to tighten up the tail, and I decided when I did that I was going to replace the screws with hex nuts. So yeah, I went out and I bought some little Horobo spacers. Actually, I think these are quick spacers. I get these just to add a little bit of bling to the heli, and then I bought maybe $10-15 worth of hex screws and various lengths. I think I used 30 millimeter for pretty much everything up in here. I also got some 25 millimeter, some 20 millimeter, 15 millimeter, just for different screws throughout the frame that I wanted to replace. But anyway, I replaced everything with hex. Pretty much everything that was Phillips head, I replaced it all with hex screws, and it's a really nice upgrade. You know, it only costs maybe $20-25 for everything, and just the added security you get, and not having to worry about stripping out a screw when you're tightening up stuff. It's really nice. Maybe the screws I got were a little bit long, and you can see they're sticking out just a little bit there, but I'll deal with that. I'll deal with them sticking out a little bit. But yeah, I added some hex screws there. I'm thinking about my paddles are still on that. My paddles are still on that second, or on that front hole. I'm actually thinking about moving the paddles back to the 3D hole. Even though this heli isn't really designed for 3D, it will do some nice loops and rolls. And the roll rate is just a little bit slow. I think on collective I'm running plus or minus 9, and then on elevator and aileron I'm running maybe plus or minus 5. So really on a 30 size heli you don't want to kill the engine. I also upgraded the screws in the tail case to hex. So, you know, just little stuff here and there. I got to come up with a better way to clean the heli. It's starting to stink of fuel. Good old nitro. Gotta love that. Other than that, there's not a whole lot I can think of. Let's see, hex screws. Yep. Oh, the governor works out great. I think I came up with a final head speed of 1650 for hovering, So normal mode is 1650, and then idle up 1, idle up 2 is 1850. So the motor and the gearing, the motor will do 21,000 RPM, and with the gearing, that gives me a maximum head speed of about 2,000. Yeah, somewhere around 2,000. So I'm thinking 1850 should be nice, safe head speed. Any lower, and the governor was cutting in and out. Like you could hear the governor rev up the engine, and then it would back off. And I'm not quite sure why it was doing that, but came up with 1650 and 1850. So yeah, those are pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.